Hi, I'm James Muir, and this is a screencast for Make More Noise. Going to have a very quick run through the cycle functions in Logic today. This is inspired by a real-life conversation I was having with someone the other night, and we were talking about skip cycle. So before we get to skip cycle, we'll just have a quick look at the normal cycle functions. Probably most of you know already, if you want to make a cycle, you move your mouse up to the timeline ruler here along the top, and then you just drag it from left to right. And you can put up a cycle range, and like most of these little yellow boxes in Logic, it'll tell you what you're doing. So if you move it in then to the left, it'll show you that it's a 4-bar cycle. Move it out to the right, that's 7, keep going, so on and so on. The other thing that's quite neat about the cycle, which I didn't know until somebody showed me, was that if you hold down the Shift key and click up here in the timeline, you can extend a cycle to wherever you're clicking. So that's holding down the Shift key and clicking in the timeline ruler, or as I said before, you can just drag it in from the left and drag it in from the right. So that's cycle, which enables you to go around one section multiple times, which obviously is very useful when you're overdubbing parts or if you're trying to write something new. What I specifically want to talk about was a function called skip cycle, which is the same as cycle, but instead of dragging from left to right, you drag from right to left. And what that'll do is not play the section that's in the cycle rather than play the section. So I've got a little arrangement up here on the screen of something I've been playing about with, and let's assume that we wanted to listen to this arrangement all the way through, but we decided this little break I've put here in the middle is not appropriate, and we want to know what it sounds like going straight from this section here to that section there. Now, obviously you can do that by getting in there, selecting all the parts and deleting them, but if you just want to test something out very quickly, you can do it by back dragging, which gets you a cycle which looks slightly different. And I say that's a skip cycle, it's called. So once through without the skip cycle. And then if you wanted to know what it would sound like going straight from this section to the second section, just put your skip cycle in, which I say you do by dragging your cursor in. Let's just get rid of it altogether. I'll show you that again. Dragging it from right to left rather than from left to right as in a normal cycle. And then what will happen this time is it'll play this section, it'll jump over this section, and we'll go straight to that section. That's skip cycle in Logic. It's a brilliant way of testing out little changes in arrangements without having to make any big changes. And it'll even go down to the point where you can actually just skip cycle across tiny little amounts if you want to hear what it sounds like going from one chord to another, or across a whole middle eight, or even a whole verse or chorus of a song. So skip cycle in Logic, drag from right to left rather than from left to right in a normal cycle, and you'll jump across the section. I've been James Muir. Thanks for watching.